Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful trees, beautiful sunshine. Uh, that's just being here together. Human beings humans refer to our equipment. Beings refer to the essence of who we are. 'Hello Dave, how are you? We have beautiful sunshine today. Look, I just finished a class, and this week is 2 weeks in Melbourne school holiday, so a lot of people are away. And today, when I first got to the class, there's only 3 people. Yeah, so there's doubt arise in me. Yeah, you see, so the world will keep pressing your button and tell you what work you still need to do. So immediately, you know, I doubt myself about the class that I'm running. What is the holiday? It's school holiday. So every 2 months, here, unlike in US and in lots of Asian countries, there's a winter break for months and a summer break for 2 months. Here in Australia, every 2 months we have 2 weeks of holidays, okay, for kids. So every 2 months we have 2 weeks off. Yeah, that's right. Your national holidays is coming up. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, this fall, this I, have still have this self doubt arise. Yeah, in this one, and I asked my student. I said, uh, because the previous teacher, before I took over the class was full. When I first took over the class was full of people, and then you know that's right, David. U.S. made it 250 years with a democracy or sorts. Ha. So I observed that in me, and I asked the students about their feedback. Obviously, the people who show up for my class really enjoy my class, and they told me it's just school holiday, so that's why the room is half empty. And but you know what? This still doesn't, you know, doesn't persuade in because she believes she could do better. Yeah, and that caused her suffering. You see, so I immediately feel that the expectation I have towards myself to be able to bring more students to the class doesn't matter. I still have that expectation. You see that addictive, compulsive thoughts to what kind of the world should be like. You see, that's the you can say this is the gap. This is Ing's work. Yeah. But it's okay. I see it. I see it. And I make peace within. And I say to myself, I've done my best. Yeah. Okay. Now, David said, we make it, yeah, I already read this bit, a representative republic, not a direct democracy. Ah, it's too complicated, Dave. We are let's focusing on things that in your life. Let's forget about the democracy, forget about the politics, what you want to manifest in your life. What do you want to achieve in this short period of time? I also asked myself today, what does it mean by the room full of people, full of students? What does it mean to in? Yeah. Also, I realized in holding on to this identity, yeah, want to have a class full, it's all about her. Yeah. So she has such a big eye. Yeah. She has such a big eye. That's why she's suffering. See? So even she know all this idea about we are one, this, no problem. But you see, she still got stuck in her dream. But when she's talking about this, it's so easy to understand that it's okay to be human, like up and down. And you see that you get attached to your thoughts, and then you bring yourself back to this present awareness. And you decide to continue trust yourself. You decide to make peace within you and trusting and deciding everything is going to be okay, because the truth is we are one. We are already complete. Just we identify ourselves as this form, yeah. So David said, my son's first day of college today. Congratulations. What an achievement, isn't it? What an achievement that bringing your kids this old to attend college. I used to be really controlling of my kids' education, like my sister. My sister is suffering a lot now because her boy is just, very good grades. They really, Asian parents, we really push our kids to do hard, work hard. But I learned to relax and trust and allow my kids to have more freedom to choose what they want to do. Because I didn't find the path of teaching yoga and Pilates until I was 40. So, and I never feel so alive and so full, so complete. Yeah. And I feel I'm younger than in my 20s because I'm full of energy. And every day I have you know, this passion to get up and get my breathing exercise and get my meditation uh, and observe myself and investigate this ins everything. So I open to all the shadows that I didn't want to feel, the pains that she accumulated inside her. I open to her, I be here with her. So tonight I'm going to also work on my doubt about myself. Yeah, I'm going to sit down with myself and investigate a little bit deeper. Maybe bring back the childhood memory to cry out to see if there's still, you see, deep down, still we're not good enough because when we were young, we were suppressed a lot. No, we suppress a lot to meet our parents' expectation, isn't it? So everybody has all this accumulated emotion that they keep running away from and keep doing things to possessing things to achieve more, to trying to cover it up. But doesn't matter how hard we work in our human dimensions, it's always more, always more. Yeah. Okay. David say I wasn't controlling, but I did have to advocate for his accommodations. Do you believe? catalysis is positive. Okay, can you please explain what's catharesis? I don't even know that definition. And I think this word also in David's definitions is maybe whatever. Yeah, I'll see. I don't know if I know this word. So can you explain what's catharesis? You see, all just definitions, all just bringing up children, memorizing and crying, bringing up childhood. Oh, memorizing and crying. I believe we need to feel ourselves, not necessarily bringing up all the time and crying over the same thing, but be more conscious about the story. Yeah, no problem. You can bring up as many as you times you want. Yeah, but yes, once you release the emotions enough of times, and then you need to know that here, right here, you can continue to do that, and you can continue to cry and hold on to your story. Yeah, that's it. Or you can decide, let it go. Yeah, so I guess. But you know what? This is individual. You decide when it's enough. When do you want to let it go? When do you want to um, give up the victim role, give up the victim roles completely? But it's your work, and you decide. You have to be honest with yourself. Like you can't pretend because we be pretending long enough. Yeah. So I would say yes and no because that's what if what she wants, then what's wrong with that? Yeah. If she's happy with let it go, like yeah, it's for example, like I keep saying that right here, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. We are fine. Yeah, no problem. So you decide how you want to so-called be fully present with yourself. Yeah. There's no right or wrong. Whatever helped you. Because if you can't be fully present, then you're honest with it. You investigate yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Ask yourself, why can I be fully present? Why am I still want something more? Why can I root it just here? So you need to be totally honest with yourself, not covering up, not saying, oh, I'm one with all. I'm fine. Not covering up, be totally honest. I would say that's the way. That's the way to really free yourself. Yeah. Okay. So my niece use catharsis as part of the therapy technique. That's nice. I think, you know what? No problem because every human has this so-called ego. Yeah. We all grow up with this little one that looking for things. Yeah. And you might need to hold on to your story for like I'm just saying that it's one possibility. So I'm not saying it's easy to just it's easy and hard, yeah, to be present the whole rooted just here. Easy and hard. Yeah. It's hard for our little person, our mind to believe this is it. Yeah. So be honest with yourself. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And give yourself as much time you need to be fully present and to cry out to release your tension. There's no time frame, okay? So even you probably will still have those moment of doubts, and you just eventually you will just say, "Oh, old friend is here. My doubts, the old form, my old thoughts is here again." But I'm here. So eventually you will become more and more rooted in this present moment. So just give yourself lots of love and time to slowly allow yourself to be here. Well, or quickly. So what I mean is the more you push, the more persist. Yeah. The more you don't want to feel that feelings, the feelings will keep coming back to knock on your door until you feel it. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So I find myself, it's easier not to go back in my mind to all hurt. No problem. No problem. And focusing on, if you can focusing on the good stuff in your life, no problem. You can go to do those things. But then if there's anything triggers your feelings, allow to ask yourself, there must be, keep digging. There must be a belief behind it. Like I think the belief for this in is I'm not good enough. I need to keep working. And I need to improving myself. I need to keep improving. And that's really challenging. Yeah. So Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. Yes, you can say yes. The thing is, you don't recognize Jesus. It's right within you. You are the Jesus Christ. So that's the only thing. Okay? We overlook the space. We think we are these thoughts. We thought this is it. That's the only thing, my friend. Okay? You are the Jesus Christ. Yeah? So I'm sure he or she or yeah. So the only things we have is to fail to recognize the space is who we are, not the thoughts, not this form. This being here. We are the being here, being. And it's untouched, cannot be harmed by anything. Yeah. So that's it. That's the only thing. So if you want to say there's anything, the things that for all humanity is to believe we are this little person and we overlook Jesus Christ, Buddha, Lao Tzu, all the consciousness, the sages in the past and the futures. It's all here within us. That's the only things of humanity. Okay? And we fail to recognize each other as one. We fail to recognize we are one with all. And if we're hurting each other, we're fighting with each other, even fighting within us, you're hurting yourself. You choose a thought that it's not uplift you and the humanity that is the sin. That's the crime. You choose something to bully yourself. You see? That's the only things. That's all. Nothing else. So there's no sins. We are all innocent at the end of the day because in human dimension, we have to get lost to trust that we are these thoughts, and then slowly we loosen it up. We loosen it up. We say, okay, if this thought, self-doubt, give me lots of suffering, do I want to continue to hold on to these thoughts? And it doesn't help the world to be a better place, isn't it? That's right. So that's it. You release and you trust and you let go. Okay? And that's it. So our only job is to just be here. That's it. So easy and so hard, isn't it? All right. That's it. So our only thing is fail to recognize we are one with all. The only thing is to beat up ourselves here. And only thing is we think this one is real, so we beat up ourselves. Yeah. If we If there's no I, there's no problem. Yeah. If there's no one that you need to beat up, there's no problem. Yeah. Thank you, David. It's very hard to be a good person. I want to be a real person. I don't want to be a good person. My life will be kicking my ass to be a good person. I just want to be a real person. I want to be real, cry whenever I need to. Yes, cry and allow myself to not be good, you know. Yes, yes. Don't you want to be real? You see, I want to be good too much and I suppress myself too much, yeah, when I was little. And it's okay. We don't need to be good. We want to be genuine, okay? Because to be honest with you, the most unkind thing you could do is to pretend to be kind, okay? The worst thing you could do is when you don't want to be kind and you don't want to be good, but you force yourself, okay? That's the worst thing because then you see me, I suppressed so much feelings when I was little, trying to want to make sure my mom is happy, my dad's happy, my sister's happy. Yeah. You see? See? So this is it. I'm so attached to this phone. And that's okay too. Yeah. Now I see. Breathe. No problem. Yeah. So if you see beyond ego, there's no individual pen, just a pen in the universe. Yes, that's called masking. That's called masking. What's masking mean? Can you? I learned so much from you. Thank you for teaching me all these words. What's masking mean? Are you from China? I'm from Taiwan. So masking, you mean put on the mask? I don't know. I don't know what do you mean by masking. So yes, that's right. If we see beyond ego, there is no individual pen, just the pen in the universe. Whew. I don't know. Again, this sentence. Is there a pen in the universe? Really? The pen only exists when we bring those stories to our mind. Nobody can be nobody can be 100% sure those pens exist, yeah? Until we bring that image to our mind and create all the sufferings in our mind. So masking is what you do when you pretend to be happy or kind. Yes, that's it. So masking is the worst things that we could do to hide ourselves. And I think that's why the majority of us is unhappy because we're masking. I'm trying to be a so-called very good mom, like in my standard, in the ego standards, yeah? And suppress my needs sometimes to. So this is called you passing the wound. You're passing your trauma down to your children. So that's the unconsciously. Of course, you want the best for your children, but because we all carry all this resistance unconsciously, so all we need to do. That's why we say the most important thing, the only thing we have is not recognizing we are the space, and we unconsciously passing down the wound to our next generation. And we're not here to reconcile. Is that the word? So make peace and take full responsibilities for ourselves, not blaming our children. Yeah. Not forcing ourselves self to be right, to be a good, perfect mother. It's more important to be a real person, allow yourself to flow, to be good and bad, Are you talking about generational trauma? I'm talking about as a person, you have trauma. Always. Doesn't matter how great your parents are, unless they are always rooted in the present, which is if you have children, most people are, in their minds a lot, That's why they need the children to give them the work to enlighten it, to bring themselves to this is the work that we all have. So that's it. Mhm. So if you are not present, you'll definitely pass down the trauma, yeah, unconsciously. And so once you bring your consciousness to the unconscious, once you start to observe yourself, then you become full within you, and then you will change the interaction you have with your kids, and then your kids will, like, for example, if I beat on myself a lot, that's how I carried. I noticed that's from my mom. My mom beat her up a lot, beat herself up a lot, and but I don't want to continue carry that stories. I might still continue do it, but I know it's my mom has done her best. I'm not blaming my mom, but I want to be fully responsible. Okay, I want to be fully responsible for myself. So that's it. Okay. So if anything, still unconscious, that's right. So all the emotions that come to you, like you're not good enough, it's that all that information that you overlook, that you suppress in your subconscious mind, and that is the place, that's the work as a person. Yeah, that's why we are all here. So if you keep running away from it, you don't investigate that part of you, then it's fine, no problem. I'm not talking about you should investigate. If you don't want to investigate, that just means you will feel it is still, but you know what? It's always coming to you. If you react, that's right. If you react, you feel uncomfortable, there's a work. Yeah, there's a work. You need to become your own best friend. That's true. So you need to sit down with yourself and do the work with yourself. Yeah. Nobody can do this for you because you are the only one. You are the only one who's willing to talk to yourself and figure it out. Yeah. It's easy to blame on the world. It's easier to blame on your parents, easier to blame on the outer situation. We're never the victim of the circumstances. We are the victim of perspective. Yes? So until you can change your perspective towards outer situation, you can't manifest the life that you truly want. That's it. Okay. So do the work. Nobody can help you but yourself. And you have all the wisdom within you to figure it out. You just have to sit down with yourself. So meditation is a great, well, I would say you need to have a certain degree of consciousness in order to really so-called change your life. I would say you need the consciousness you need a certain degree of being here. Okay. Victim of perspective is a good quote. Anyway, so be curious about yourself, investigate yourself, and trusting the journey, deciding that you can free yourself. You are already free. Maybe that's a better way to realize you are already free. We are in the journey of being human, trying to free ourselves, but you are already free. That's so you keep open to yourself, be honest with yourself, and then eventually you give up everything. You give up all the stories, yeah, that keep you in cage. So, but it takes some time for your ego to melt into love. So give yourself lots of love and time if you need to, and that's it. Allowed it to be there. Even you can't resolve all the trauma. It doesn't matter. You don't need to resolve all the trauma. Yeah, because you are already complete. The trauma is the illusion that in human dimension, it's all stories anyway. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you next time. All right. See you. Bye. Have a great day. Yeah. Bye. Bye, David.